Howdy y'all. This is going to be a video all about my food journal and the stuff I've been eating for the last week and that sort of thing. So if you're not into that, that's really cool. I'll catch you next time. But if you'd like to know more about what I'm doing for my diet program this time, then stick around. So first of all, I'm using some really cute colored pencils and some lovely stickers to make it fun. I think I have some flower, I have some flower stickers that match the book, so that's always nice. But let's get right into it. This is kind of a detailed look at what I've been doing. So first I set my goals, and I wrote them down right here, my beginning goals. I tried not to make them too difficult. And so it says, no sugar, flour, rice, white potatoes, or foods made with them. So when I say sugar, I mean like all kinds of sugar, syrup, high fructose corn syrup, anything like that. So no sugar. Flour, I usually, when I say flour, I mean all kinds of grain products and corn, like cornmeal, oatmeal, that kind of stuff. Rice, the same, like, you know, anything made from rice. And white potatoes. I specified white potatoes because I will on occasion have a sweet potato or a small one or a half of one. So no potatoes, fries, you know, all those wonderful things that are made from potatoes. And anything made with those products. So that's the big four. That's what I'm trying to avoid, or what I am avoiding. And my second goal is to use intermittent fasting, which is pretty easy for me because I don't really like to eat in the first half of the day. So if I just don't eat really late, then that's pretty good. But I'm not going to go hungry. If I feel really hungry, I'm going to eat. I'm not going to starve myself. Now, my third goal is to weigh in every Wednesday. And I'm doing that because it is counterproductive for me to weigh in more than once a week. So I really don't need to get on that scale more than once a week. My weight fluctuates with for lots of different reasons, swelling, things. So I just need to weigh once a week. So I'm going to try and stick to that. And I've set me some cheat days for the 1st and 15th. So, of course, I didn't have a cheat day on the 1st because I was just getting started. So, on the 15th, we're going to try that and see how that goes. I normally do not have cheat days when I'm dieting, but I've been hearing that it's good for you to do that, just not too much. Maybe just a cheat meal and not like eat whatever you want all day, you know, that kind of stuff. And I'm also trying to increase my exercise and stretching time. So I really want to work on that. I've been doing some walking, but not quite as much as I think I should. So I started on the 30th of December, and that was my first weigh-in. Now, I hadn't got on the scale in well over 6 months, so I just jumped on there, I got my weight and put it down and got started. So the first day I did kind of a traditional breakfast, lunch, supper kind of deal. Wrote down everything I had. Now, I'm not writing exact proportions. I'm not measuring my food and stuff yet. I'm just omitting the before mentioned foods. So I've got what I had for breakfast, lunch, and supper. Okay, so my last meal, the last time I ate anything, was at 7:30 p.m. So the next day, what I ate, my first meal, was at 2 p.m. So that means that I fasted for 17 and a half hours. So that's how I've been keeping up with how much I've been fasting. So the next day I changed things up just a little bit. I put first meal instead of breakfast because I'm eating so late in the day that it's not always like breakfast, you know. And then I had a second meal. I included my coffee, although I'm not keeping up with what time I have coffee. I usually fix a big cup of coffee and kind of have that throughout the day and refill it once or twice. So throughout the day I'll have 3 cups of coffee with cream. I use a lot of cream. And this day I had a snack of some pecans. So I fasted then from 9 p.m. until noon the next day. And so this would be the next day. It was Friday, the 1st of January, and I had my first meal at noon, and then I had a second meal and coffee throughout the day, and then fasted for 20 hours. Okay, on this day, I started realizing that I'm really eating only 2 meals a day, so I don't need to have 3 meals a day, and in most situations, I'm not going to eat 3 times a day, maybe a snack. Anytime I've got a meal that I put on my channel, I've been putting this little symbol there, so if you'd like to see what this looked like, I do have a video for the grilled chicken salad. So that's what I had, and then my last meal was at 7, and I fasted 19 and a half hours. And it's as I'm going, I'm getting a little better at fasting. I can last a little bit longer, but I'm not eat in the morning type person anyway. So this day I fasted 20 hours. And for example, the things I'm eating, this was 2 cheese shell tacos. So that's just where you take a little pile of cheese and you grill it, and then it kind of makes a taco shell. So you can drape it over something and let it cool down, and it'll make like a taco shell. So I just had 2 of those with the cheese and the ground beef, lettuce, and sour cream, and that was my first meal. And then for my second meal, which is usually my larger meal, I had grilled tilapia with tartar sauce, steamed broccoli, and grilled Brussels sprouts. And between those, I probably used 3 tablespoons of butter on all my food. And then also my coffee throughout the day. And then fasted for 20 hours. And so Monday, I also made a video of this meal, which was the grilled chicken with asparagus and mushroom. And then later that day, I had a hamburger steak with 2 tablespoons of sugar-free ketchup and some steamed broccoli with butter, and then also my coffee. And then I only fasted for 12 and a half hours this day, because this day was a doozy. I stayed on my diet, but not on my regular schedule. My first meal was early for me, 9 a.m. I'd been up and doing since about 4 that morning, and I was ready to eat something. So I ate early, and I had the same thing twice, and then I ate again at 3. And I have what I call a cheeseburger without a bun, which is just like a ground beef patty with cheese on it and a little bit of lettuce and tomato. So that's what I had for my first and second meal, just kind of grab and dash because I was real busy that day, which is the times that I usually mess up, is when I'm just in a hurry and I'm just trying to eat something quickly. Then I had a large meal, a big ribeye steak with A1 sauce, and then I had 2 cups of coffee that day. So this was an atypical day, and that is why I had only fasted for 12 hours, because I got up and ate pretty early. And then so that evening, after that big meal, I was able to fast for a long time. I did 20 and a half hours until my first weigh-in Wednesday since I started. So this is what I weighed in the first time at 214.2, and then I weighed a week later at 211.0, so I am down 3.2 pounds. So that's a very promising start. And on this day, which was yesterday, I had bacon wrapped shrimp, Brussels sprouts, and a salad. Then I had a snack, and then I had 2 pieces of bacon and 2 fried eggs. And I haven't put what I've fasted yet because today's Thursday and I haven't eaten yet, so I'm not sure what that's going to be. But I wanted to share my food journal with you and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and my progress so far. And it's been pretty easy to quit sugar this time. It was really hard last time, but I was able to put it down a lot easier this time. And my results, I'm very satisfied with that for a beginning. So yeah, I just wanted to share with y'all my food journal and what I'm up to and what I've got going so far. So this is my start, and I thought maybe I'd share this with you all on, once a week and let you know how I'm doing and give you examples of the meals I'm eating. And I'm going to try and include a few meal videos here and there too. So thanks so much for joining me, and I love you guys very much, and until next time, y'all be sweet.